up, y'all? Welcome back to the Top Fly Pod. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Of course, back in the studio today, beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got Football Critic here to my right. We got B here to my left, off screen on the ones and twos, controlling the audio levels and everything going on in the background. My G Primo. Starting off with you, B. How are you doing, mate?
Doing good. Always happy to be here. Always a pleasure to be with y'all and talk about the weekend, talk about the game.
Massive weekend when you're talking about news around the world, especially in the Verde universe. We're going to talk about that. A lot of stuff to talk about here tonight, mate. But, you know, got to introduce the guy here to my right, My G Football Critic. How are you doing, bro?
I'm sad, man.
Why is
I'm
that?
sad.
Why?
Copa America's over.
And
Euros
you-
are over. Austin not doing too well. Sad Monday for me for sure.
A little bit of a sad Monday, mate. Good thing it's not raining outside, but I think maybe we might get some rain here soon. My G Primo, how you doing, bro? Man United kid, I need some explanation.
Man, you kid. I mean, I found it like at a resale
Okay.
type event, like $20.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
Chicharito on the back or what?
You can, yeah. This one
That's-
you
that's
can
the
put.
year.
I
That's
think this
the
is the year he debuted.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
You're
a
right.
good jersey.
When he left
That's
Chivas,
20 bucks,
bro.
I just-
Scored the goal with his face.
Yeah.
Chivas should have
I just-
won. Chivas should have won the tournament that season, bro. And then Chicharito left. A lot of the players had to go to the World Cup. And we got out like the first round against, I think it was against like Atlas, took us out, bro. It was disgraceful. Disgraceful. It is what it is.
But y'all are good now, though.
We're kind of struggling, but it is what it is. But like I said, we got a lot to talk about here tonight. We got the Wolff out playing, guys. We have the match to actually talk about, some interesting things that were said post-match. I'm talking about actual press conference comments and some things that were said online by our captain, Jussi Dior, on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And, of course, we're going to touch up on the Copa America final and our Euro Cup final reaction. A lot to talk about on the Copa America side. Maybe more about what went on outside more than what went on the pitch. So, gentlemen, without further ado, I do want to get started, but I do need to send a shout out to the Patreon members and everybody that's on Discord. Thank you for all the support there, and everybody that has been joining recently. Big ups to you guys. We appreciate all the support. But gentlemen, I want to start off with the Wolff out playing because I think that's the perfect place to start tonight. It's been shaken up social media. It's been shaking up the fan base. It's been a talking point, maybe day and night for some people. The topic is the Wolff outplane flying over Q2 Stadium. It had a little bit of a typo, but you knew what the message was. It was clear. It said, Austin FC deserves better, Wolff out. Now, we knew that this was coming. There was conversations on our Discord. There was conversations on Slack voting for it. Weather pushed this event back. And then Aries obviously goes on the Twitter space, and he mentions, like, hey, if you want to go after somebody, I'm the guy. I'm the one that organized it pretty much, and you can go at me is what Aries said on the space. So big ups to him there. But gentlemen, I do want to get your thoughts on that. We know the facts. 1,600 was the total cost around there, funded by some home supporters, not all the home supporters, just a small percentage, but it was all funded by them. Like I said, there was a typo on it. And one thing that I did want to mention on this topic is Bukhari and Mikel Dessler were present at Q2 Stadium. They did see this demonstration, and I'm honestly wondering what they thought. Maybe we'll never know. But, Alex, I want to start off with you, mate. What was your thoughts on the Wolff out airplane?
I mean, my first thought is, kind of surprised. Not to see a demonstration of Wolff out, but because 1,600 is not pocket change. I mean, you actually got people getting that amount of money out there to express how they feel about this coach and how they've been feeling for 4 years or 3 years and a half, I guess. I mean, that says a lot to me. That really does. I
agree.
You can express your how you're feeling about the club in way too many ways.
Yeah.
But hiring a plane for $1,600 out of your hard worked earned money.
It wasn't just one person.
Yeah,
there was different levels
that's what I'm saying.
of
It wasn't,
donation.
that's what I'm saying. It's not one person that decided to do it. It was a group of people that decided to do it and put money on this. That's a strong message for me.
It was, made, and Wolff was asked about it. Coach Wolff did, talk about it post-match. He was asked by Eric Goodman. He was also asked by Jorge Iturralde. He gave the same answer for both questions, but in different tones. When Eric Goodman asked him, he sounded very confident in his answer. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. When he answered Jorge Iturralde, it sounded like his voice cracked a little bit. And I don't want to say this, but it sounded like the guy got a little bit emotional with the answer that he was giving Jorge. It seemed like Josh Wolff was a little bit hurt. That not only there was an airplane that flew across the sky, there was chants heard around the stadium, brother, for the first time. You guys been at Q2 when the people chant "Ref, you suck." ref, you suck. It was very similar to that, the Wolff out chants. It was so loud that you heard it on the Apple TV stream. That to me was crazy, and it's something that I've never seen or experienced in Austin FC's, short history. But beyond that note, I want to get your thoughts, bro. You were there, you were living that game. I mean, when you were hearing the Wolff out chants, there's people coming out saying that that's absolutely toxic and it should not happen. But in England, there's a chant culture, right? And there's worse things that are said in those chants. But what was your thoughts on the Wolff out chants that did come from all over Q2 Stadium?
Yeah, hands down the loudest that chant has ever been. I mean,
hands down.
Hands down. The chant today was a big hit to Wolff. Like this, it's been brewing. I mean, look, let's be real. It was supposed to be a different game.
Yeah.
We've been knowing about this for a while, kind of.
It's been leading up.
It's been leading up.
Weather pushed it back.
Yeah, so, we knew it was coming, but like I always say, man, it's been brewing. It started with, like, a small little sign to a banner to a march to a chant to a plane. So there's no sign of this ever even, like, going away or anything. If anything, it just stays until another defeat, and then it goes even more. So I doubt that he will go this season. He's going to finish it out.
Okay.
You pretty much just attacked your coach so to me, I see it as more of like maybe we're calling the season off.
Okay.
Is that like, man, get out of here, we're done, we don't care? I wonder, because for me, I see fighting for a playoff spot, scrapping for a playoff spot. To me, that's something like...
That's what the goal is for the season. Yeah. We've heard it time and time again that the actual goal for the team is to reach playoffs. That's the end goal. How teams, in Europe, they shoot for top 4. Or we got to be champions, right? Yeah. Our goal, our ending product this season is making playoffs. Yeah. And that's where fans are upset. They say, we do not want a team that is just shooting for that mark, for that just spot. We want more. So that's where the frustration comes in and
it's right to the point where almost when the reinforcements were getting here. Like if he could just held on till they came and helped, because let's not forget, like, and I don't want to sound like, let's not forget in the beginning of the season how depleted our roster got, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it got depleted.
We cut 9 to 10 players.
And we didn't fill that up. And then we had players gone on Copa America, Julio, Danny. I mean, look, everyone's like, bro, that matters into trying to build a squad. And when you're about to get Bucari, which, bro, there's been word that he's that guy.
Alex Ring kind of downplayed him to me.
Dessler also coming in. We got a Ukrainian center back coming in. I mean, can we make a push for playoffs? Can we make a push? And instead, the thought is not like, let's get this coach out of here, bro. I thought we were, it's just the vibe. That's the kind of vibe that I see, bro. Instead of us pushing to try to fight.
Just real quick, one thing that I got from the comments that you just made, brother. You said that this was kind of an attack to maybe Wolff. You said you just attacked the coach, maybe a little demoralized them a bit. And there was also we know this from Aries. Aries shared the information via Discord, and I think it's on social media now. But there was a situation where it looks like some members of Coach Wolff's family were in the stands, and they got into a heated discussion with Aries, with an Austin FC fan. I mean, everybody knows Aries, big Wolff out guy. So that's going to get back to him. His family's going to have to talk about that with him. And he sees this demonstration in the sky. The coach here's the chance. You're saying this is an attack to Josh Wolff.
I don't want it to make but I said that, but like not in a personal level.
Okay.
Like, an attack to his position as coach, like it's like we're attacking the coach, him. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like a get out. You know what I mean?
So it's not personal, Josh.
No, of course not.
I see what you're saying.
Of course not.
It's not a personal attack. This is just about getting the guy out of the coaching.
They don't want him
position
there anymore. And his family's right there, and then maybe they felt some type of way. If they were talking about my brother, I'd be like,
for sure they're gonna talk about this over dinner or something.
I don't know. My main point, I'm not trying to. People are gonna be like, oh, you're just defending Josh. I'm just saying, like, to me, it felt like we could have been pushing on to hold the fort till our reinforcements come in and then push for a playoff spot and see what we can get out of the season. But instead, it's like, nah, you're done. Get out. We don't care.
Alex,
you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying, brother. Now, Alex, you hear what B's saying. He's kind of, it seems like there's a little bit of pushback on the demonstration, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because I do want to say this. On the on the recent fan reactions, right? It seemed like everybody had a Wolff out take. And I just want to say on the pod here today that Wolff in takes are also welcome on the mic. And they will be gladly listened to. You know what I'm saying? This is not just a discussion about being biased on the Wolff out. No, I know that there's Wolff in people out there, and I've seen a lot of takes surface recently. I don't necessarily agree with them, but I know I see them surface, and I love to have conversations with individuals, like a healthy conversation with individuals like that, especially on the mic after a match. You know, whenever we talk to the fans, that's like Q2 Stadium, and I just wanted to get that out there. But you hear Beak, you know, kind of having one of those takes, maybe pushing back just a bit. You know, what was your thoughts, bro, on obviously the Wolff out playing and the chance?
My thoughts are just like people are tired. I mean, Wolff said it, you know, that ever since the very beginning, Wolff out was already a thing. Year
Since
one.
game one.
And look, I get it. Year one, a brand new team, brand new like roster, coach. His first job as a coach. So you don't put too much weight on him that first year. Year two, we were good, and Seba was amazing for 6 months. Year three and this year, we have not been great. And you say, hey, playoff spot, make it to the playoffs. It's a goal, right? We're talking about a league where you can make the playoffs in 9th place. We're talking about a league that is not really that difficult. And are we happy if we get a wildcard game and that's it? Or do we want more? You know, and you can say, well, you know, it was the roster. You know, the players that we have are not good enough. Look, I understand that, and I agree with that to a certain point. But Scott said it, and I agree with him that if you depend on having good players to be a good coach, you cannot be. You're not a good coach.
But it's not about the quality; it was the amount. Like he's just the bodies. Like they were just not like.
But it's not even. But like
you can bring up the qualities, but then the amount.
But we have seen this team every single game. Can you really tell me that they are bad just because we're few in numbers, or because of how we play and how the players do and the performances and the tactics and everything?
Javier had a good sprout. He went off for a part of the season. I mean, to me, a new signing coming in.
Rubio had his moment.
Rubio had his moment. So
yes,
we need who's next? Zardes had his moment, his brace.
But that's the thing. Do we have a coach that is good enough to be stable or consistent? Let's just say consistent throughout a season, because we've had peaks and very very low moments. So are you telling me that a good coach is that unstable, or do you want to see some consistency in we're building something here? Because I don't see anything building so far.
I feel like this is a great moment to add this quote into the discussion that we're having right now. We're on the topic of the players and on Josh Wolff and about the coach being able to be consistent, successful, right? To me, for a coach to have success consistently, long period of time in MLS, you have to get the best out of your players.
Yes.
And it seems like our coach just does not inspire the guys enough to get the best out of these guys week in and week out. We've had highs and lows, just like both of you are saying.
He only has 3 seasons under his belt ever. Right, I mean he's lacking.
There is a problem with the lack of experience. Yes, 100%.
His first job, like
and to me, B, it seems like we see this comment here from Alex Ring. What I want to interject into the conversation, what I want to bring up right now, to me it seems like the players are kind of maybe even done with this guy officially, and they're coming out. Well, we just have one guy, but I'll read what Alex Ring had to say, which really had some folks talking on social media today. Alex Ring says, quote, "First of all, recover. Try and forget this game as quick as possible, and we have to go to Dallas and perform. I saw Dallas won today. It's going to be important for us, especially not winning at home, to get the result." Now, that's Alex Ring on the Seattle match and getting the result midweek against FC Dallas. That's the team he's talking about. But he also goes on to say this when he's asked about getting the result as a team, guys. Laura Gallo, La Parce 512, she specifically mentions how can you do it as a team? And all Alex Ring has to say is, quote, "You have to ask the coach. He makes the decisions, so we'll see what he draws up." To me, this is a player saying, you know what? I'm washing my hands right here. Don't blame the players. Josh Wolff, he's the one that tells us what to do, and we just execute what the coach says. Am I wrong to think that? Am I reading too much into this quote? Because a lot of people had that similar take.
I mean, obviously, none of us know what exactly is going on inside of that locker room, but out of that quote, out of Alexis Ring's face when he said that,
yeah,
it sounds like, hey, that's Josh's job. Like
Yeah.
that's his job. Don't ask me. We'll just do whatever he tells us to do.
Okay.
So yeah,
Me too. I read it like that too. Exactly.
Okay, so we'll see some comments here. PJ the Great, he says, quote, Wolff lost the locker room back last season, saying this has already been going on. $10 Hot Dog says, I saw Dallas won today. That's all the research you need to do when you have no new ideas besides pass the ball anywhere besides forward. We have Nupe Alejandro. She says, yeah, his players ain't playing for him no more. Oof. And we have some other comments here. Needs more hops. Says, so Wolff has lost the locker room as well as the fans now? Finally, I mean, B, you
It's just all negative.
you see these comments. Yes, they're a bit on the
they're just
negative side. But, even here you see as ZIE Zijon, she says, wow, it sounds like Ring is Wolff out. We've been hearing rumors for a while about this toxic team dynamic in the locker room under Coach Wolff. Seeing Ring look so defeated is heartbreaking. Our players seem to be reflecting this in their performances, playing without motivation and confidence. And Ring does not sound confident in Wolff's decision-making. Austin deserves better. This team deserves better. You know what?
And
And that one.
here's the thing with, like you just said it, a part of a coach's job is to have a good, healthy locker room. And I feel like we haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
And people can say, oh, we lost the locker room when Felipe left or when Maxi left, or you can say it, or Ruben, yeah. So you can say that, but are we saying like we really depend on specific players for locker room health and not the coach? The leader, the guy that you're supposed to be passionate and follow, that you want to make, that you want to take you to victory.
Mm-hmm.
So it's part of a coach's job, and hey, it might not even mean that Josh is a bad coach. With another roster, he is with another team.
New
But
scene, yeah.
Yeah, new
Different-
scene, but it
different
feels
change
like
of scene,
right
different
now
scenery.
his place in Austin kind of is going away because he's not that guy in the locker room, and to wait for you to have a whole bunch of new players to play for him, to maybe want to play for him. By the time you accomplish that, Vito would be already being like 2 years under him and not happy. Hader would be the same. So it's easier for Josh to look for new horizons and a fresh start somewhere else. And it would actually benefit both parties.
So will they sack him at the season? Are we thinking of maybe him getting sacked within like weeks?
To me, if
Or at the end of the season?
To me, he finishes the end of the season.
Yeah, right.
To me.
That's the-
To me,
he
yeah.
definitely survives the season.
He's fighting. Maybe, in my opinion, I think from now on to the rest of the season, what happens with this team, how he carries it going forward to playoffs and everything, where we finish, is gonna say a lot on this next season because he's got one more year after this.
Yeah.
But if we crash out and not make playoffs and just disappoint all the way down, I think it's over.
I want to say this also. Josh Wolff could also survive 2025. He could also survive the last year on his contract just because of the fact that it's on his contract. And I know that the pressure has been definitely rising. Everybody is definitely putting in their part into the Wolff out movement, and I think this could change. Pressure can keep going up.
He has from now to the rest of the season.
From now to the rest of the season, 100%. I will put money that he finishes this season. But the pressure after that, I'm very curious to see to what level it gets. Because we saw with the U.S. West national team just what pressure can do. Now, I wonder if ownership is going to be I guess taken over by complaints, by emails, by whatever kind of demonstrations are going to be coming their way in the next couple of weeks or months.
And Austin's in the U.S. bubble. I mean, we know this.
So
those kind of fans that are supporting Berhalter,
And the thing is that it gets really interesting because right now, for the next home game, we're gonna have these new signings. Right?
Yes,
We have
Charlotte.
Bukati, we have Dessler,
Yep.
and Svatak is coming for later, but he's coming.
Of course.
We don't know if we have any more signings because the window is just gonna be open right
Could
now.
be one more, maybe.
So Austin FC has everything to do better.
Yeah.
Excuses are, leaving the room right now. If we with those new players don't get better, or just get slightly better, but we make playoffs in 9th place type of thing, that only makes it worse for Josh.
On the players topic, I want to say this. We hear Josh Wolff say Bukati is looking really fast. In training, he looks great. The highlights match the player. It's like if you're watching him on YouTube is what Josh Wolff is saying us. But I hear Alex Ring say something very interesting. answers a question from La Parce 512. I got this from her footage. Or actually, I think this is a quote from Phil West's Verde All Day. I need to get that lined up. But anyways, the quote is pretty much Alex Ring saying, hey, we can't put too much pressure on one guy to save Austin FC. And he also says, I've only trained with him one time, and, you know, I can't really tell you much about him. I was hoping Alex Ring would say something like, man, I've trained with him one time, and he looks impressive for the little bit of time that I was with him. If a player was truly impressive, I think Alex Ring would have maybe said something like that. So I'm scared.
It's only been one.
I'm scared. I'm scared, B. I'm scared, B.
Bro,
I'm scared, B, that there's a chance that Bucati isn't what everybody thinks that he might play out to be.
It's still so extremely early. Even Ring said that he said that because he's only trained with him once.
Train with him once.
One training session isn't gonna like, wow, this
is an opportunity
Ronaldo.
for you to give your teammate confidence and give the fans confidence of the new player that they get, and you downplay him.
He needs more time.
But also I say it's not.
That doesn't sit right with me.
One training day, you're supposed to be amazed.
Not amazed, but show some respect to the effort.
In one training session, bro.
No, but also it can be all on the player. I mean, Bucati can be amazing. Who knows? Yeah. But maybe he comes in and maybe he doesn't fit that perfectly into the system. Look at Hader. Hader was being underutilized at Dallas.
Yeah.
He wasn't fitting the system at Dallas. He comes here. This system fits him a little bit better, and he does stuff here. So if Bucati comes in and maybe he's not that mind-blowing start that you're expecting him to be, hey, it may not be that he's not good.
Yeah. Think about when Drusi came in.
A signing like Bucati has to hit the ground running.
Well, but we have seen. But look at Drusi. We have seen what Drusi is capable of. We have seen it. And look at him right now. Yeah, it's not like he's not talented. Are you gonna say that Drusi's a bad player?
Nah, he
has a talent.
He has a talent.
But he's not working. He's not functioning right now because of how the team is used in the moment.
I also think back when he showed up, he came in mid-season too. It wasn't just like
he did come in mid-season.
So did he hit? He didn't hit that ground running.
I'm just saying a player of Bucati's transfer fee has to hit the ground running. I'm sorry. Fans are gonna want you to get.
I'm not putting that weight on him. I'm not putting that pressure on him.
And the situation that we're in, he needs to be conscious of the situation that he's coming into, and that's why on the space, Alex, I mentioned that I'm happy Bucati and Dessler got to see the demonstration of not only the airplane but heard the chance of Wolff out.
That actually like that part
because that tells these guys from day one that they step foot in Q2 Stadium that the city has pressure.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of whatever you heard about MLS, in Austin, you got to play for the badge. Yeah. And you got to play for something. Because we have people here that want to see a good display of football on the pitch. We pay top dollar. We pay premium dollar for the game, the food, and the parking and merch for this club. For there not to be a top-tier product on the field, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And we all agree with that. 100%, of course, 100%. The
100%.
one thing about all this is that fact. That's like the best part is that like we're not going to just be like, we're looking deep.
I'm happy there's pressure.
Yeah,
I'm so happy there's pressure.
Yeah, me too.
And I know that there's some takes surfacing on Twitter on stuff, and there's one take in particular that I want to talk about. I think the gentleman's name is Michael Hayes or something like that. But he's pretty much the guy that said, as a season ticket member, this and that. Blah, blah, blah. But see if you could bring up that tweet or something, bro. It's been blowing up. We can read it real quick, but I'm not against anybody acting in any kind of way, bro. I think a fan deserves to have whatever kind of take they have, right? Yeah. But all I'm trying to say here is, just if you have a take that's Wolff in or Wolff out, I mean, just try to keep it at a healthy level where you can have an actual conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the pressure is what I'm happy to have in Austin, right? There's a conversation whether Wolff in or Wolff out. And to me, the fact that we're even having a conversation about a soccer team that is in Austin, Texas, I'm all for it.
Oh, it's true. I mean, that part I did like you can argue, was it playing right? Was chanting Wolff out during the game right? We can argue about that. But I do like players seeing like, okay, I'm not here to just for a vacation. I'm actually 100%. Like I need to do well, or otherwise I'm not gonna get any love.
100%. Drusi even said he doesn't feel pressure. He pretty much said, "Come on, guys, like there's nothing here," and that only added fuel. So added gas to the fire.
All right, boys. Now I think we spent a lot of time on the Wolff out conversation, but we've talked about other stuff with this topic. We talked about the airplane, and we talked about the new signing seeing this demonstration. And Primo here pulls up the tweet. Pull it up real quick, man. Can you zoom in? He says, "Hey, #Wolff out crowd. Do yourselves, our supporters, and our club a favor and just stop showing up to matches. Want to protest the process, the prices, or whatever you gripe is? Stop showing up. Maybe that will help. Clown emoji at the end. And this tweet did not sit right with people.
Yeah. What I would say on that, bro, is that like I
think there was another one though.
Yeah, but
There was
it's
another
been
one.
Oh, it wasn't
brewing.
that one?
Like
That's part of it, but I think there was
I
another
think was
one.
the replies on that.
you're asking. He's basically asking the fans to do something that you get to. Like, you know, like it all started from, like I said, a piece of paper to a banner to a march to this to that. Boom, boom, boom. If this keeps going, it could. You never know. It could reach. You know, we'll know how far it could reach. You know, it could it could get to that point.
Well, I mean, the thing is that I think the problem with that tweet is telling people not to go to games. And like I said, I mean, you can be Wolff in or Wolff out, and you can just have different point of views and argue about it in a healthy manner. But to say that you're stupid if if you are Wolff out, or to say that you're extremely ignorant if you don't support Wolff, those things I don't think are exactly healthy for the fan base.
Yeah.
And then also he was getting cooked because he said that he's Wolff in because Rodo is Wolff in.
Oh yeah.
And some folks were coming after that take, and they were saying, "Hey, you can't just be blind like that." I know. I mean, the Rodo cosign does have weight, right?
Yeah,
we
but
got to be real.
Co-sign it,
Yeah.
bro.
He has to
had
co-sign him.
it. There's no way. It's like.
But I mean, I guess we could just put a nail in the coffin, bros, because I do want to just talk about some defensive efforts from the actual team, and whenever the actual game went on. But the Wolff out thing, it's not going anywhere. Just if you're gonna talk about it, if you're gonna engage in any kind of conversation, have it healthy, have it civil.
It's just we've never had a year where we could like fully back this team ever. I don't think
That was mentioned on the fan.
I mean, we only
reactions.
had half a year, and it was in 2022.
Yeah, but even then, bro, people were still
Yeah.
Wolff on this. I've never got to experience supporting this team where literally it's like maybe in the beginning because it was new, that kind of vibe. But I don't know. Maybe if a new guy comes in, maybe we could feel that. But if it's Greg Berhalter,
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna be very
Greg
interested.
since day one again.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be very interested to see what the response is on Saturday against Charlotte. I know Wednesday we go midweek away against Dallas.
No, that's
Copa
silverware on
Tejas
the
and
line.
everything going into that. But I think Saturday I'm gonna be very interested in this is what I'm gonna be looking at: body language, the actual gameplay and whatnot, and how they react to the fans at the end. Because I hope the players know that it's not an attack on them. The fans back you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter
Well, you
what.
can't get rid of all the players.
You can't get rid of all the players, right? The fans just want the coaching to change because
Yeah.
I feel like the cycle might have come to an end.
I mean, to me, I'm more interested on what I said. I just want to see how this season ends.
Yeah.
Not just regarding to playoffs or whatever, but
Yeah.
how this team changes with this new DP, with this new
Exactly.
European right back.
Exactly my point.
I want to see be Wolff in, be Wolff out. To me, I just care about how. To me, what really tells about the coaching situation is what happens from this Saturday on.
Facts. That's what I was saying. From this point to the end of the season is going to shape the year that come.
And that's what I said on the space Saturday night. I was saying that it feels like we're at a turning point. It seems like something really was
Plus,
shaken up.
Wolff out, the whole thing doesn't ever go away. It just stops when we play. Like, if we rack up 2 wins in a row, it just stops. It's not like, oh, okay, we're good now. It's like inevitable. It's going to happen in that manner. It's
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, mate. Now, all right, we talked enough about the Wolff out playing and the new players being there, and of course what they can realistically, I guess, maybe aspire to do because, it kind of was a big hit to the morale of the guys. So we'll see just how the new players are going to be received and how everything goes, right? So I think that's enough on the Wolff out airplane. Like we said, it's not going to go anywhere. Wolff out is going to be here to stay, and it's just going to be growing. It's going to be growing, and like I said, just try to keep it civil and engage in healthy conversation as much as you can. Now, if we can spend just a couple minutes on the actual game that happened, because I feel like people forgot that a game actually took place, and rightfully so. It was one of the worst games that I've probably had to rewatch in my life, especially games at home. It's actually games at home.
That's what pissed me off the most.
Because we're at home, brother.
Yes,
We're
it
at
really
home.
does.
You have a full stadium,
Yeah.
and you come out here and you play like that. We've never been Seattle at our house.
No, I've said it several times. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing if we get 1 point away, we're good
Yeah.
because we'll win at home.
Oh, win at home. Yeah. Because we
But-
have that 12th man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then we don't win at home. That's what pisses me off the
100%. At home, you're supposed to be winning those games and showing pride, showing fight,
Yeah.
and whatnot, right? And in the game versus Seattle, bros, there's not really much that we're even going to talk about this game because there was not really much to dissect from it. There's no reason in wasting time of our day
Let's do 40
talking
minutes
about,
on it.
talking about this game. So I broke it down into just very small sections. I obviously want to talk about the defensive effort that was seen on the goal that Seattle scored. It starts, way back in the midfield. It goes through Danny Pereira. It goes through Alex Ring. Ball goes over Julio Cascante that just lunges into a tackle very irresponsibly. And then there's still touches in the box that Jordan Morris is able to create space by himself and gets a finish off. Stuver really couldn't do anything. He gets low down to the ground pretty fast. But other than that, poor Stu, he can't do nothing there. Finishes off into the back of the net. And Jordan Morris, a guy that is hated by Seattle fans because he misses so much, he always scores against Austin FC, and it gets me so upset, mate. But on the defensive effort, I mean, am I right to call this effort out? Am I right to say that I'm disgusted by it?
No, you're right.
I'm sorry, am I wrong?
Yeah, no, but you're
call it
right.
out.
You're right
Okay.
about
And did you call Stuver Stewie?
No, I just said Stu.
Okay. I thought you
Stewie.
called him Stewie.
Hey, where is Stewie nowadays? He must be grown up.
Nah, he's
You-
the same.
He was a baby. He was a baby when I was a teenager. He must be grown up.
Nah, he's a baby.
No, but just talking about this
And he's
this
gay.
effort, this effort, brother. I mean,
I
it
mean,
just it
everything.
gets you upset.
To me, everything, because it all starts with a terrible, and one of many terribles, corner kicks from Owen. Then he tries to get the ball back, makes a foul, but Seattle takes it it starts to counter it, immediately, and then we see the whole clip of the goal. Danny, it looked like he didn't. I don't know if he was tired or if he just didn't want to run anymore. I don't know, but the effort from Danny was poor. And then the defense, like Julio slide tackling to nothingness, I
Mhm.
guess. We just lost our organization, and Morris just does a great job. So it is
It's a good finish by Morris.
but the play by Morris is amazing. Like
Yeah.
you cannot take that away from him. But it is
Damn.
sad to see that one moment of concentration from Austin FC.
B, thoughts on this goal? I mean, Danny gets
Man.
burned. Alex Rings gets just done. I mean, I don't know what to even think about this effort. It's just as a defender myself, I would be fuming.
Man, done with Morris, bro. F that guy, bro. F that guy, because not only that, at the end, he hit us with because
Yeah.
the whole
He could be talking to his own fans as well,
bro,
because his fans criticize him a lot.
bro, but he's literally looking at the supporter
At the
section of
supporter
Austin
section,
FC
yeah.
and doing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I know.
After the narrative was that we support this team loud and loud, but you don't show up on the field, and then he's doing that to us. I'm like, bro,
It's definitely difficult to
blacklisted
deal
him
with.
and Pepe, bro.
Him and Pepe and
Yeah.
Ferreira. Ferreira when he did the jersey.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and Ferreira.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Ferreira.
Three,
But I
three.
mean,
I thought about putting Rui Diaz in there because of that golazo when they played
it's his job,
the
brother.
teenagers.
It's his job.
Yeah.
It's his job. It's his job. But this Jordan Morris goal, I know it was a big talking point with a lot of Austin FC fans, and rightfully so. I mean, the way that this goal is conceded just really makes you question the effort that some of these guys are putting out there on the pitch. It makes you question just how they are training. Do they even respect their game plan anymore? Because just basically going off of the comments that Alex Ring, gave La Parce 512 in the locker room, it just kind of gives you a feeling like, hey, maybe the players are also done with the coach. I know in Europe, you can play to get a coach sacked. In MLS, it's a little bit more difficult than that. But some people are saying that it looks like these guys are just done with Wolff. They're done playing. They're done playing for him, and they're just ready to move on to whatever's coming up
I
next.
mean, I wouldn't go as
It's-
far.
It's harder than that.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that they are losing on purpose, type of thing. No, not at all. I
Yeah.
think these guys really want to win. They
Yeah.
do. They are following instructions.
Yep.
That maybe.
I
I mean,
agree.
because to me, the sad part about this game is not even the goal, because that's one moment of loss of focus that led to that goal, and just one moment in a 90-minute game of poor defending, just one. Because the rest of the game, we were actually defensively okay. We were pretty good. Seattle didn't have a lot of good chances. The sad part for me is that we're at home. They are playing, they have the support section backing them up. And our offensive chances were near to none. We had
I believe it.
one header from Drusy, one, and then the second best chance was a header from CJ at the very end of the game when we were already losing.
CJ came in and put in a pretty good shift.
You know, CJ did amazing.
I'm gonna say that CJ came in and put in a good
The
shift.
sad part is that it's not that we had this one moment where we didn't defend well. It's the fact that offensively, the entire game at home, we were extremely, extremely poor, and we lacked ideas on how to get the shots on goal.
Now, Brendan Heinzike, double yellow, red card, won't be in Dallas. We'll probably see a partnership of Cascante and Leo Väisänen. But on those two names that I just brought up, Cascante and Väisänen, it looks like Cascante is the clear starter over Leo.
Yes.
Leo Väisänen was playing when Julio was away at Copa. Julio slots back in, and it's a message to Väisänen saying, hey, if Julio is healthy, he starts. And B and I were talking earlier, it kind of sucks that we paid such a high price tag for Leo Väisänen, and he's not even a starter for the club. Instead, it's Julio Cascante, who survived two sporting directors now, Reina and Borrell, and he's one of Wolff's favorite. And Brendan Heinzike, a guy that was a free agent and is making little bits of money. Väisänen is, on the higher side of stuff. So we'll probably see those two there in partnership. Now, I'm not gonna give Heinzike too much negativity or too much flack, I guess you could say, for his red card. I liked his performance consistently. I think not today, but Saturday was an off game for him. Double yellow card, double red card. This is your only chance. This is your get out of H jail free card, Brendan Heinzike.
Yeah, I think in the entire season he has 2 or 3 maybe bad games.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's good.
This is your only chance, Brendan Heinzike. So you're gonna be let off the hook, brother. So big ups there to you. Now, other than that, mate, the defense looked pretty solid. Beto was giving some shouts. They were saying that he was the best player of the night for Austin FC, and John Gallagher with the 7.2 match rating. But really, guys, nothing to kind of dissect from this game to really talk about that much, other than the stuff that was going on before the game, the goal that was conceded, and of course maybe some post-match comments here. We heard what Alex Ring had to say, and then Josh Wolff, when asked about the airplane, he was asked about it 2 times, but he gave the same answer, and he said, "Our fans are awesome. They're the best fans in the league. I think we've said it every week. They continue to support us. They push the guys every week, and we're all very appreciative of it. I think we've got to focus on doing our part. They certainly do their part. So we've got to keep pushing forward. It's a challenging season. We knew that from the beginning." That was what Josh Wolff had to say on the airplane situation. Like I said, he was asked twice and gave the same answer twice.
He probably memorized that one.
He probably did. He probably did. I mean, there's people that have jobs that prepare answers for them sometimes.
Yeah.
So
you're in the media so much.
Yep.
Yep.
100%, boys. Now, other than the game, some other Austin FC news that I do want to talk about is some comments from Sebastian Drusy Dior. If we could spend just a couple minutes on this guy. He goes onto Twitter or X. He says, "Cada día tu tiempo vale más porque te queda menos." In English, every day your time is worth more because you have less left, with an hourglass emoji, right? I wonder what Drusy Dior meant there.
He's making a move.
I don't know if I should comment on it. I said a little something on Twitter, but we know what Drusy says when you come out and question what he's saying online. So, B, I want to start off with you, mate. I mean, what is he thinking by putting this out? He knows what folks are going to say.
He's going to the river, bro. He's going to the river.
Doubt
Official.
Look at this. Look at this comment. Wow.
What?
Shout out to my G Frankenballer. But Alex, what was your thoughts on this tweet that Drusy Dior put out?
I mean, honestly, after he went after you for trying to get a message out of a song quote, I tried to not read into Drusy's messages anymore. But yeah, it sounds like he's not happy that he's saying my time in Austin FC is running out. Maybe that's a message. I don't know. But I mean, honestly, when you have a guy like Drusy that won Libertadores with River, that went to Europe to Russia and whatnot, these guys are competitors by nature. They want to win, and they are not winning. And someone like that by nature must not be happy in this situation. So, I just think and it's kind of weird because I feel like we've seen Drusy in several games where he gives his all. His all. He's fighting. He's trying to get the ball back and move forward. And he's there for the team. You see, wow, this is a Drusy. He may not be scoring, but this is a Drusy that I remember. But then games like the last one against Seattle,
demoralizing.
He was very quiet. He didn't have that fight in him, and you gotta wonder why. What's going on? So he is definitely not happy about something. And having a player like that, I mean, you either try to work with it, try to get him better, try to get the motivation out of him, or
Now, maybe
He
I
is
was
on a-
harsh, Alex.
on-
Maybe I was harsh, guys. Probably. I don't know. I said more quotes than goals in 2024. And I said, if our best player is not happy, we're in for a bumpy ride. And I said,
Yeah.
you know what? Bring Rigoni back.
Nah.
But hold on, pause.
Hell nah.
Pause,
Hell
pause,
that
pause.
take is makes no sense
What?
to me.
Pause.
Come on, bro.
Pause.
That comparison that makes no sense to
but
me.
We said
folks,
we weren't gonna
folks
talk
didn't
about him
understand the
anymore.
humor. Folks didn't understand the humor that I was trying to put out there. What I meant by saying Rigoni, bring Emmy back, was because Juicy was happy when Emmy was here.
No, man.
Juicy was happy when Emmy was here. You take Rigoni
No
out,
Rigoni, no
and
Bugatti.
his performances have been absolutely subpar.
Bro, but that comparison of Jersey before Rigoni
Nah,
left and
that's-
after, I
that's
mean,
crazy.
come on.
That's just for giggles.
No, bro. You
This
got
is like a
Now-
is Rigoni like an emotionally like support animal type of thing? I mean,
For
are
real,
you-
bro.
we paying
Okay.
2.2 million for
To
a guy
be-
for
to be
Jersey
an
to be
emotional
happy.
support.
Did we take his wife away or something?
to be an emotional support.
Oh,
kids,
my
like-
God.
Now, some people in the comments, though, they definitely had some takes. ATX Raider, my G, he says, time for a change. I want players on this team who are humble and want to be here. I want players who respect and support our culture and what we the supporters have built. Diego and Stuber have always embraced our supporters' community and have been to Murga practices and gatherings. They actually are part of the community. I'll leave it at that. Verde hasta la muerte. And then Bondcraft, she says, isn't it just a quote from Messi? He's going to get mad at y'all. So,
Again.
Again. And then, folks just saying, oh, Juicy's acting up. The Armband was too much for him. Freaking Baller left a very long comment.
Go ahead.
Nah, I'll read just the first sentence. Gotta say, the weight that this put on Seba's shoulders is a lot. He came in 2021 and immediately increased our GPM by one match. 2022 was a real MVP and carried us to the Western Conference Final like Mukhtar did. Nothing in the playoff opener for Nashville as they bowed out early. And, he's pretty much, going off from there.
You know something that really got me thinking about Jersey being a captain and all that. That we're arguing here that Jersey, is sad. He didn't perform. Maybe he's not happy, whatnot. But that's true. He's the captain, and the captain on the field has to get the best out of his players.
That's what I'm saying. Bring
That's
Rigoni back. Make him
What?
happy.
Bro, what?
Make him happy
Are
again,
you
bro.
messing with us, bro?
Oh my God.
No, okay, now just on the topic of Emmy boys, I don't want to just leave the Rigoni conversation because he recently surfaced again on the Austin FC news. I guess maybe because of us, we kind of put a magnifying glass on it. But apparently the deal to Fluminense appears to have collapsed for Rigoni. Now, why? Because this is what some folks are reporting. I'm bringing up the information right now, but from what I remember is that apparently Rigoni's camp was asking for too much money, right? He wanted more than what they offered, even though they threw him a counter offer, more than what they initially had put out for him. Fluminense was doing everything they could to get this guy, but Rigoni's agent said, nope, we want more money. And not only that, they were requesting a 3-year contract instead of just 2, which Fluminense probably cannot do. We don't know what kind of financial situation they're truly in.
Bro,
But Rigoni receives a lot of backlash saying, dude, you got to be realistic. Nobody wanted you in MLS. Now you're making it difficult to sign you for Fluminense. Alex, what do you think is going on with this situation?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm as shocked as you are because he had the opportunity to go back to Brazil.
Yeah.
To where he was happy. Maybe not Sao Paulo, but he could have gone to Rio de Janeiro. So he could have been happy back in Brazil. And they if they made a counter offer, it was probably a good amount, maybe not what you expected, but a good amount and 2 years of play. But then you ask for more, and you're coming from a terrible season and you're only getting older. Why are you rejecting? It's not like another team is gonna really offer you a whole lot more than that. And also, we're talking about the current Libertadores champions.
Yep.
We're talking about a team that was very competitive
a team
last
that has
season.
Marcelo.
Now,
Thiago
I'll
Silva.
say this. They're getting Thiago Silva too.
Yeah, Thiago Silva,
So,
Marcelo.
and I'll say this though, even though they are the current Libertadores champions, they are dead last in the Brazilian
They're
league as
20th.
of this moment.
Yeah, 7 points.
But if I
under.
see that, I see one, they are the champions, the current champions. 2, they got stars like Marcelo and Thiago Silva. And 3, they're in a bad situation that maybe I can help improve. So maybe I can get something out
He's
of it.
not
Nah,
that
he's
guy.
not thinking that, bro.
He's
Right now,
not that
That's
guy.
the thing, but that's what I'm saying. That's a problem.
something I feel like he's just trying to make another bag, bro. He came in and got a bag on a vacation in Austin. You know what this reminds me? You know, as you were explaining this,
Yeah.
it reminded me of like those people that call and try to target older folks. I'm like, yes, put the code on the. He's trying to scam this. You're trying to scam Fluminense. He's like, nah, let's hit him for more. He's a con man. He's trying to, bro. He's trying to look at where he's gonna end his career, and he wants the most money out of all that. That's what
I'm
he cares
just saying, after his time in Austin, if a big club in Brazil like Fluminense is coming after me and willing to offer me stuff, I'm taking it.
Yeah, taking it. Yeah, the chance to play with Marcelo, to try to exactly like you said, try to bring Fluminense out of the
Vale.
mud.
Hey, we're
Cold
live,
Vito
on,
if he
we're
does that.
live on set, mate. What do you got to say about Rigoni's deal falling through?
This guy Rigoni, wait, is this live? Wait, is this live?
This is live. This is live.
Nah, bro. All I have to say is that Rigoni, that guy's he's a fraud, bro. He's nothing but a thief, a cheat, bro. And have you seen the comments on Twitter?
Yes.
Have you seen the comments on Twitter? The fans are happy. The fans are happy that you're not going to their club. What kind of you're an embarrassment. That's what you are. You're an embarrassment, Rigoni.
I shouldn't
An
have done this.
embarrassment.
All right.
That's what he is, bro. Straight up. An embarrassment.
Thank you, Bali. Appreciate you, mate. Have a good night. Have a good night. Now, Bali asked me to do that. He wanted to give his thoughts on the Rigoni situation. So I think we can leave it there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm saying, he's a
that's-
con man, bro. He's trying to con Fluminense, bro.
I think we can leave it there. So shout out to Fluminense for, saying, you know what, I'm out of negotiations. I don't want nothing to do with this guy.
Are we
But-
gonna do this every time the next team he's gonna be up? We're gonna cover.
No,
it?
I'm done. I'm done after
Nah,
this. I'm
there's
done
no
after
way.
this.
There's no
I'm
way.
curious. I'm curious to see where he ends up.
Me too.
I'm really curious.
I say Qatar.
What, bro?
I say
I
Qatar.
don't even.
Watch him end up
I
playing
don't
with
even think
Greece.
he would want. I don't even think they would want him, bro.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what his agent can muster up. Roda was right about his agent. Sketchy agency. I don't know. Now, one last thing on the Austin FC topic. Former Austin FC Toulon player and MLS Next Pro champion David Rodriguez officially joins the first team of Atlético San Luis of Liga MX. Primo, your team in Liga MX. Thanks to his outstanding performances with the U23s. So, big ups to him. I'm happy for Mr. David Rodriguez. We're not going to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to say that I'm happy to see yet another Austin FC product be successful in another team. I wish it was with Austin FC. International spots kind of hurt these guys long term. I'm talking about him, Noel, Cristovela. But he was a guy that I really wanted to stay in Austin FC. This guy, David Rodriguez. I was hurt when I saw the news that he was called back. Because Austin FC had the purchase option. They didn't exercise it. So they said no.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, mates. But after David Rodriguez, I think that's all of the Austin FC conversation I wanted to have. A prediction for the Dallas game, boys. Who wants to start?
Oh man, I'm trying to be optimistic and.
I'm gonna say after everything that has happened, and for the game, because it's Copa Tejas and the game that is it's against Dallas, I'm just gonna say a 1-0 win. Austin wins.
Okay. B?
Ooh, I think we lose like 2-1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lose 2-1. Primo?
We're playing in Frisco.
Frisco.
Damn,
Never won there.
that's what I'm saying.
And
I'm gonna
the
say
team
I'm
being
gonna say a
soft.
tie, 1-1 tie.
Okay, I like that. Bali, real quick, your prediction for the Dallas game, brother. Midweek.
Hold on. First of all, I heard Copa Tejas. I don't want to hear anyone talk about Copa Tejas. Why are you even bringing up Copa Tejas on the pod today, bro? Why? Why is this even a topic of discussion right now?
Because
Who
it
cares about Copa Tejas? Who cares about the game on Wednesday? Respectfully, who cares about it? I don't care anymore. Okay, I don't care anymore. And have y'all talked about Drusi already?
we
Are
did.
live?
We did. Yeah, we are live. We already talked about Juicy.
Okay, yeah, you talked about that fraud. Another fraud. Drusi, crying on Twitter. Oh, my time is almost up. Go ahead and leave right now. Why aren't you gonna leave? I know why. You wanna know why? Because you like that money, right? You like that money. You like that $6 million every year, right?
Cut him off. He didn't give a prediction.
Mate.
Yeah, güey.
Mate,
Okay.
mate, production, brother. Well, okay, brother. Production asked me to cut Bali off. We had to cut his mic there. Maybe he got a little bit out of line. So sorry to the listeners if you don't agree with what he said, and big ups to the listeners that do agree with what he said. So we'll just leave it at that. But gentlemen, I guess that's enough on the Austin FC side of things. I do want to get into the Copa America topic, and of course, if we're gonna end up with the Euro conversation, but. Jumping right into the Copa America action, guys. What we saw last night was very, very interesting. I'm talking about the displays before the match. I'm talking about what went on during the match was taking place. And I think even some stuff was going on after the game. But we'll start off at the beginning of the game. Obviously, right now, the headlines, the big news is the fact that fans were storming the gates. It looked like it was a majority of Colombian fans, but there was Argentine fans mixed in there as well. It was both parties. I'm not singling out anybody, but I'm saying it was a mix of jerseys that were dominated by yellow, right? Probably because more Colombian fans might have been there. It is what it is.
There was an American yellow.
There was an Austin FC jersey.
Yeah, that's
There was an Austin FC jersey, bro.
We're massive.
And I knew it was Austin FC because you could see the big-ass Yeti.
Yeah.
So Austin FC even putting into all this mess, bro. But we see what happens. The gates were stormed. I mean, we were seeing everything that was posted. Shout out to Fabian Renko for his amazing coverage on this topic. I mean, gates were shut. There was stampedes. I mean, there was just big groups of people where there was reports of people not being able to breathe. Their chest was being pushed into their bodies. I mean, there was kids involved.
Holes were made on the wall.
There was people climbing in vents to get into the stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, there was escalators that were broken. There was vandalism in the stadium. I mean, what a mess. And I see all kinds of takes. Folks blaming the fans, blaming a certain country, blaming the culture. But I need to see more blame on the organization of the actual event. I think that they could learn a thing or two from Super Bowls. I had a conversation with Brad, Verde Keeper Kid Brad, on Twitter, and he explained to me how this doesn't happen in Super Bowls because they have various perimeters of security. It's not just one. And that's what happened at the Copa America. It was a massive failure. B, on the group chat, you were saying this is a stain on the U.S., on the fact that they're going to host a World Cup here soon.
Yeah.
So, Alex, I want to start off with you, man. I mean, what was your thoughts when everything was developing last night in the Copa America final in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium?
I mean, to me, it was just sad because this just puts a horrible image on those fans and on the good fans. You know, I know I saw several takes saying, you know, that's a third world country culture. And while I would sometimes agree with takes like that, this happened in the 2021 Euros final at Wembley.
Yep.
We're talking London.
Yeah.
So this stuff happens not because of culture. Obviously, those people are just stupid. But it also happens because of the security. And then we saw, Hard Rock Stadium came out saying kind of like pointing at CONMEBOL saying this is their fault. But then CONMEBOL comes back and saying, no, we suggested a lot of security measures and they didn't agree with that, so it's not our fault.
They're
and
pointing the finger at each other.
to me, yeah. So
like
to
Spider-Man.
me, it's everyone's fault. Like, you need to have those type of security. And in this country, when you have such big events like the Super Bowl, like concerts, if you have experience with these type of things, you cannot let this happen.
You know what happened? They underestimated the size of this event with Messi being in the final, Colombia being the dark horse. And not the dark horse because they're on a crazy run. So, like...
And especially when the final is in Miami. Where the city with the most South American or passionate fans that there are.
Yeah.
No other city in this country has that amount of Argentinians, that amount of Colombians, that amount of everything.
They underestimated it, bro.
Yes, they did.
Because...
They did. And I'll say, this is not just... I'm not going to say this is the U.S. fault. No, this is not Hard Rock Stadium. No, this is everyone's fault.
Yeah.
Because of not organizing everything as they should.
Oh my God!
And then Alex, if you could comment on this: Colombian Football Federation president and son arrested at the Copa America final. I mean, This mess just gets worse by the hour.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really understand. I know he was with his son, and it was before the game started.
Okay. Well,
And then he was with his son, and
you want to read that?
yeah. So Ramon Jamil Jesurun and his son are accused of fighting multiple security guards as they try to gain access to the field.
Bro, why are you trying to fight? I'm sure you got tickets.
No, but that's the thing. It was
He's trying to go to the field.
no. But that's the thing. It was such a huge mess in the stadium
Uh-huh.
that people that had credentials, media credentials, just like I did,
Yeah.
would be inside of a stadium. I would be mistaken by security guards, and
Oh, I
would
saw
get
that video.
tackled
I saw that
by the
video.
security guards. Media would get tackled by security guards as if they were fans breaking into the stadium. So
I
it
saw
was
that video. I saw the video of the
was just
journalist tackled
chaos,
to the
bro.
ground.
You never
Yes.
knew who went in, who brought what in. Like, it's like it was just a
Now, I have a question.
Disaster.
Is this gonna be a problem in 2026?
the good side
They can
that this
fix it.
happened right now
Yeah.
is that it should that you already saw what cannot happen in the World Cup in 2026, nor the Club World Cup next year. That's a good side that you already know. Like, this happened now, so it won't happen in the World Cup.
again.
But
Ever.
it's not excuse for letting it happen.
Now, B, you said this was a stain on the U.S. and its ability to organize big tournaments. I mean,
It's
you
be-
kind of want to explain that a little
It's
bit?
staying as in like the whole world is essentially. This is a huge. This is a huge competition. This is like messy, bro. It's messy. Like, it's global. It's a
Yeah.
global. So
This is a final.
now you know how when the Euro final in Wembley is staying now you gotta watch out because, like, remember when Liverpool fans went to Paris to play in the final
Yeah.
against Madrid? Oh, that problem outside.
Yeah.
You know, so people are gonna look at we already look down in the soccer world for not really prioritizing the sport here. Like, on top of the whole security, the fields, the quality of the
Oh, it was
Ulster's
terrible.
rent. It's like more than just this incident, bro. The Uruguay Colombia game, which we're not even talking about, that was crazier. So it's a stain. I think it's a stain, bro. I think it sucks because I wish that we were viewed like that we cared more about the sport here.
And the thing is, to me, it really
Like you
should
said, Super
be-
Bowls they got it locked down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, to me, this should be a stain more on CONMEBOL and CONCACAF, not so much the U.S. But because it's an organization all put together,
Of course.
they all failed.
Yeah,
type of thing.
CONCACAF and
But-
CONMEBOL.
Yes. Yeah. To me, those two are the main
But where's it
responsible.
at though?
But
It's in the U.S.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, because people from the outside are gonna see that. It's just like, oh, no, it's the U.S. fault. To me, no, it's not.
Bro,
it's
look
really
at
on the
this.
organizations.
Look at this. Tonight's scenes from Hard Rock Stadium reminded me of fans entering Wembley for the 1986 FA Cup final.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's scenes of fans climbing up the side of a building. And look at this.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That's
That's
Bro, that's-
crazy.
But it's the
bro.
Colombians.
Bro, that's a
it's
Spider-Man
everywhere. It's
move.
everywhere, bro.
It's everywhere, bro.
It's everywhere.
That's
bro.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's look at this guy. Oh my goodness.
You can put a twist on it and maybe say, look, this is how USA's a freaking soccer nation. This is how much. This is how much there's soccer fans here. You know, we could say, hey, we're not just, but it doesn't show.
Yeah.
It doesn't show. Only when these competitions come that it shows. You know what I mean? I wish it
Yeah.
showed.
I agree, mate. I
It
agree.
just-
Now-
and also, we'll say this just makes a really bad look of soccer to the Americans. You were trying to grow soccer into the country.
I agree.
Americans are saying that this is like these guys are savages.
yeah.
And
I
and
agree.
again,
Yeah.
it's not the Colombians, it's not the South Americans, because then in the Euros you had the Dutch fans fighting, like
100%,
throwing chairs
100%.
at bars against the
100%,
English.
brother.
Do you
I mean-
remember Atlas Querétaro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
was crazy. That's probably one of
Yeah.
the worst
Yeah,
that I've
yeah.
seen.
I mean, we didn't really talk about the Uruguay incident.
Yeah,
That too?
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
and,
Arwin
and
Núñez
folks,
throwing
but-
haymakers,
but the
bro?
reason why I bring that up, the reason
haymakers, bro.
the reason why I bring that up for anything is because of this. Is because folks will say, "Oh, that shouldn't happen in sport. You don't see that happening in the NFL and whatnot." But in the NBA, you have the malice in the palace, where Ron Artest was with the Indiana Pacers,
Yeah.
and they have a full-on brawl with
Yeah.
fans in that arena. So this happens in multiple sports. I don't think it's right to call out,
And there's
you know,
more. There's
you know,
more to
certain fan bases.
Yeah. Agreed, but there's more to that as well because it came out that they were fighting for their families. Their families were being. It's like just a mess, bro. But just the images is crazy. Seeing when it first popped up, I was here in the studio. I was watching it, and then the game ended, but I let it go as background noise. And then I saw the images. Like I could tell it was Darwin Nunez just throwing haymakers at whoever. Like
And he missed them all.
He did miss them all.
and he got hit supposedly, but
And he
I
got
think
sick.
he weaved it.
I do want to say this: the scenes of the fans entering
yeah.
the AC vents at Hard Rock Stadium
Which is
will stay with me
ridiculous.
forever.
Yeah.
The
I
video
cannot believe
pans
it.
to the pile of rubble of all the bricks they took down to get that hole there.
Bro, and people that actually bought, like legit
got
tickets,
left out, bro.
people
My
that spent
God.
$16,000 because they bought like 6 tickets.
Oh, okay.
$16,000.
I was seeing the
Couldn't
video.
go into the game. Into
I
the
was,
stadium.
I was seeing a video of a man that was outside of the gates, and he was telling to some camera, he was saying, "Look, I paid $2,000 for my ticket, and they're not letting me in." And he had kids with him, so it was multiple tickets for
Man, that
$2,000
sucks,
each.
And look, and that's something I
But
hope
if you
I
got
really.
16K to,
That's
yeah,
something
right.
I really hope they fix for the World Cup. It's the resale in the United States. It's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
something that doesn't exist in Europe. It's something that in South America, if it's resale, it's a scam.
Yeah.
So, but here it's the normal thing, the general rule. So I really hope that for Club World Cup, for World Cup,
Oh, I won't.
they don't
Oh.
they don't use all of these companies
will.
like SeatGeek and
They will.
Ticketmaster. They don't let them be able to trade with other platforms like StubHub or stuff like that, because it all makes a huge mess. And
You're
I hope
talking
they
about a revolution. You're talking about a change of ways. You're talking about something that like
just make it so that you can only buy tickets in SeatGeek and not be able to transfer them as easily. Have a record of who has it, and that's it.
Now, one last thing that I want to say, tactical
Blockchain?
manager with a really good point here. He says, imagine if more people were recording that night. A lot more happened, and no one recorded.
Yeah.
Talking about the chaos,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the stadium. But gentlemen, on the actual game, I mean, it was 0-0 for the entire match. The goal was scored in extra time. Lautaro Martinez ends up winning Golden Boot. He finishes up with 5 goals. I mean, big ups to Argentina. Leo Messi,
his ankle, bro.
his ankle looked
Ooh.
like a
Yeah,
hamburger.
that looked
That
horrible.
was huge.
Ankle looked like a hamburger, but in the end, he's going out with a bang. Di Maria going out with a bang. Otamendi
yeah.
going out with a bang.
Yeah.
And Messi calls them over to lift the trophy with him. It's just class, humble by Messi. And there's people out there that love to see Leo Messi, going out like this. Although he was crying on the bench after being subbed off for what looked like to be nothing, but in the end, you see it's pretty much a gruesome injury. His ankle almost folded in half, looked like a literally a 90-degree angle
I mean,
almost.
he's likely missing.
Yeah,
He's missing Leagues Cup.
Oh,
He's missing
for
Leagues
sure.
Cup. He's missing the All-Star.
He
and
might even.
Oh, he's missing
He
the
might
All-Star,
miss
yeah.
the rest of the season.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might, bro. He
The
might.
only thing that I'm afraid of is what kind of deal he has with Apple TV. If there's a certain number of games he has to play
Oh,
or
man, but
minutes he
it's
has
an
to
injury,
play.
bro. It's
Hey, contracts are contracts, bro.
but I'm sure
Hey.
he's got that covered.
Hey.
He has that covered.
Hey, contracts are contracts, bro. I'm just gonna
I
say
mean,
that.
Messi can do whatever he
What
wants.
is they looking at Messi like?
Messi can do whatever he wants.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you accuse him of?
Sell it.
Isn't that what you accuse him of all the time?
Sell the smoke.
That's what you're saying.
UMB
What?
over here.
What do you
Closet
mean?
Barcelona
You're the one that
fan.
accused him
Oh
of doing
my
whatever he
God.
wants.
Closeted, bro. Every time we say
So
something
so if
bad
I
against
say
Real
it's
Madrid, I'm a
wrong,
closet Barcelona fan.
I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't. But guys, I mean, Copa America jumping over to Euros, another final, a proper final. I mean, just everything about it was great. The game, the atmosphere, the result. I know folks did not want to see England win. My G. Mark Turner, I know he might be down bad.
I wanna take that first half out of everything about it was amazing.
What was not amazing about it?
Dude, I fell asleep.
Oh my God, it was a good game.
No.
I had a
The second
fantastic
half-
time.
Second
watching it.
half,
Second
second
half.
half, great. Loved it. First half, what a snooze fest, bro.
I had
Second half.
a fantastic.
Look, I'll tell
time.
you this. This Euros was the weakest I've seen in years.
What?
Last year,
You
England,
were
Italy?
not watching the same tournament I was.
Oh no,
No,
dude.
no.
If anything, the group stage was more exciting than
Oh, you're
quarters,
talking about
semis.
excitement. You're talking about excitement or
Quality
like
of play,
dramatic?
bro. The teams were bad.
No,
I
I'm not
disagree
agreeing
with
with
that.
that.
I disagree
Yeah,
with
I
that.
disagree 100%.
Dude, Turkey-
No one saw Spain in the final, bro. They rated them, but they didn't see them in the final. We were talking about France. We're talking
Everybody
about
saw France.
Portugal, England.
Oh no, Spain could make it. Once they matched with Germany, I thought no, Germany takes them, but surprisingly,
No, Spain showed out. I think Spain and the youth.
no, I'll defend
Yeah.
Spain. I'll
Also
defend
England,
Germany.
from all the criticism that they've gotten going into from the very first minute of the game, from the first game. Oh, this is the worst, all the way to the final. And not only that, with Cole Palmer coming in and scoring that, being that
I
close.
want to talk about Cole, mate. I want to talk about Cole because to me, he was one of the most exciting players in the Euro, and the fact that he did not see
So
enough
sad.
playing time.
Yeah.
I agree. It is
So
so sad.
sad.
It is so sad. Bro, this was his
But-
tournament
but-
to really showcase himself
Yeah.
to the world.
And when he came in, he was playing wing back, and he was,
His goal, though. His goal
Yeah, it
in
was
the
great.
final, literally seconds or minutes later after coming onto the pitch on the Discord chat, as soon as I heard him coming on, I went to the chat and I was like, let's go Cole Palmer. And Alex was like, you know what? Good shout. Because he scored
And he
like a
gave
little bit right
Watkins
after.
the assist
Yeah.
to be there in the
Yeah.
first place.
Dude, one of the most exciting
It's
players
because
of
you're
the
not gonna
tournament.
who you're gonna put. You're gonna either bring Saka, Bellingham, Foden.
That's the sad part. I mean, England has
It's
has such amazing
Yeah,
players.
to not attack, to play
Yeah.
this sort of football,
Yeah.
to ink out a 1-0.
And look, and that's why I'm saying I don't know. I have no idea how the hell England got to the final because the way they played was
Exactly.
terrible the
Jude?
entire game.
Jude,
Those-
What did he do? One goal and one
He's
assist.
Slovakia.
The whole
Yeah.
tournament.
Slovakia.
But that goal's already historic, bro. That goal's gonna be he's gonna be remembered.
Okay,
bro.
chill.
Now-
chill a little bit.
Like
Chill, chill.
okay, no, it came out wrong. I'm not saying it is historic. I'm saying it'll be remembered. It'll like,
100%.
Dude,
You know,
I
highlight
assure
reel,
you,
highlight reel.
I assure you, the only Jude goal will be
If
more
they would've
remembered.
won it.
What?
if they would have won it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
I wanna
I
say
saved
this,
myself
dude.
on that one.
I want to say this. I do want to mention this. Cole Palmer, right?
Yes.
That's why they call him Cole, isn't it?
Is there another step for Cole, or does he need to shoot for long term at Chelsea?
No, I mean he's only had seriously one season in the Premier League, and he already destroyed. So there's gonna be not only a lot of hype coming into season 2, but you asked me, does he have another level, bro? He's got one season under his belt, bro. There's plenty of levels he can go to, mate.
Yeah,
No, but level. I mean, does he need another level other than Chelsea? Because we know that the current state that Chelsea
the
Football
thing
Club
is,
is
Chelsea
in.
doesn't have a good project right now.
Chelsea doesn't have a good project. Does he need to maybe change scenes to keep developing as
Bro,
a player?
he is who he is right now because he was at Chelsea, mate. To just pluck that away again, like there's a reason why he functioned at Chelsea. Something he was essentially someone had to step up in this Chelsea squad. No one. He said, "I'll step up," and it fit into place. It just kind of went with it. So I wouldn't recommend just yanking that out. Like let's build from that. We got a players coach, a coach that actually is in training, not just in the office. Lets his assistant do the physical stuff, and then he comes in when ready to tactics. No, the coach is there training with them. So that's what young players need: is someone there with you, not someone you go to an office to knock
okay,
on.
fair.
And I agree.
So,
I mean,
fair,
he can stay at Chelsea
Yeah.
as long as Chelsea actually has a project and develops.
The goal is him helping us get back into Champions League. Because we won in Champions League, we're not going to be in it this year. We're in the Conference League,
I'm just
which we
saying-
should mop.
I'm just saying, last season,
Yeah.
Chelsea was very reliable or dependent
Oh, yeah,
on Palmer.
Yeah.
And if
for
he doesn't
sure.
get those numbers, Chelsea drops even lower on the table. So
Fair.
Chelsea, as a club,
New
need to do
coach.
better for Palmer to do better.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, Alex, about Oyarzabal. He comes on for Spain. He wins it. Substitution for Morata. Just like B said, nobody saw Spain in this final. Lamine Yamal, fantastic breakout performance in this Euro. I mean, any praise you can give Spain, Oyarzabal, the Spanish national team,
All those, bro.
this coach. I mean, what a fantastic job by this country to be undefeated in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Nobody beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they broke record. They're the 4-time champ of the Euro, more than anybody in that competition. I mean, this is a
Europe.
dominant country in Europe when you're talking about football. Not only that, they have the best team in the history of the world
Yeah.
in their capital. El Madrid. El Madrid.
What?
sorry,
What's
bro.
with Madrid?
My fault.
I thought you were talking about Spain.
Yeah, but they're in the capital. They're the capital. It's no surprise that Real Madrid is in Spain, and Spain is a dominant force. I mean, you have Dani Carvajal, you have Nacho, Jose Lu, Lucas
Alex,
Vasquez.
How
He's
many?
found a way.
How many Madrid players are in that squad?
There was mostly Barcelona players.
No, there's not.
No, there were.
How many-
There were.
how
There's
many-
La Liga players in this
How
squad.
many? How
Ramos?
many Madrid
Da-
players are in that squad?
Dani Carvajal,
Uh-huh.
Jose Lu.
What did he do again?
Jose Lu is
Wait,
part of
was he-
Jose Lu
was
is part
he?
of the team.
Well, I didn't see him. Was he?
He's
Even-
there. I
But,
saw him in
but
photos.
you also bring up the great Spain teams and name those players. See where they're from.
Ramos, Casillas.
Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Villa, Messi. Where,
Fantastic. That was a Barcelona era, 100%.
Okay, but we're bringing up
100%.
the
And
great
right
Spain.
now,
I'm talking
they
about
didn't-
this current
they
era.
didn't-
Jamal,
they
Jamal's
and
like a
didn't
stand-up
that
player.
Barcelona player Jamal had like 4 assists and 2 goals, something
Yes,
like that?
fantastic. And he also assisted Dani Carvajal,
Mate,
first time
you
since the
brought
60s.
up Madrid. You said this, mate. You
Bro,
come on.
We're not here up to defend to say that Barca carrying
Yeah,
is carrying
exactly.
Spain, but you make it really hard not to go on.
Exactly,
You,
and that's why they.
Dude.
I'm a closeted Barca
Oh
fan.
my
I'm a
God.
closeted Barca fan to
Jesus.
Agent Daniel.
All I said
to
was
say
big ups
to
to
say that
Carvajal.
Real Madrid is the reason because and you got only a right back and a center back. That's what you got.
His
A right
connection-
back and a center back.
Morata,
but Spain won it because of
Morata,
Real Madrid.
Morata.
Bro, his
Oh, hell
connection,
no.
his connection to Spain and Madrid is that Madrid is the capital of Spain, so he just brought that up because
Yeah.
Spain won.
So obvious. And
That
because
was the connection
and,
to
and
Madrid. It's
because,
just that they're
and
capital.
because Spain is gonna celebrate in Madrid, of course it's all Real Madrid, man.
Dani Carvajal, the
See?
captain, is
See
the
what I
Real
did with
Madrid
me?
player. I
That's-
don't know what you guys. I don't know
We've
what you
reached
guys
the
want from
Madrid
me.
Frank Cap, bro.
I don't know.
No
I
more,
don't know
bro.
what you guys want from me because if it was Barcelona players, Barcelona this, Barcelona that.
We
Madrid
didn't-
has
bro,
players in the
we didn't
national
even bring
team.
them
didn't-
up.
we
They were a
didn't even
dominant
bring it
force.
up before
didn't
you
bring
brought
it.
up Madrid.
You brought up Madrid. You brought up Madrid, bro.
Primo, did I? No, right?
Yeah,
I did
you-
not. I
what?
did not. No, I did
He's
bring up Real
reaching
Madrid.
for
I
a
did bring
tap.
up Real Madrid, bro. But you have to give credit to the players that are on this team that are from Madrid, man. Nacho, Jose Lu, Dani Carvajal, Lucas Vasquez.
Carvajal, I'll give you that
Vasquez,
one.
Vasquez didn't go. Vasquez got.
And how
snubbed.
many minutes did
Snubbed
Jose
off.
Lu get?
Doesn't matter.
I give you Carvajal. I give you Carvajal.
Carvajal, thank you.
yeah,
Carvajal,
I give you
thank
Carvajal.
you. Thank you.
Ballon d'Or?
He's up there. He's up there right now. Is that how? I don't
Of
understand how
course
that's.
he's up
I don't
there.
understand how that's a laughing situation. Dani Carvajal should be in contention for the Ballon d'Oro, and if you don't think that, you are very deluded. I'm gonna say
I
that.
was so happy when the club season was over, bro.
Look
I
at
was so
Carvajal, bro.
happy.
Coming up. It's coming up, bro.
I know that's what makes me so sad.
You guys, I'm done with you guys. I'm honestly. Look, but shout out to Yamal. Shout out to Nico Williams to breakout players in this tournament. We knew about Nico Williams before. La Liga has great players, but these guys, mainly B, tries to downplay my league. It is what it is. We got talent, and we saw today. Oh, the Premier League? Nah, La Liga stars took it. We'll take that. We'll put it in the bag. Conversation's over.
Okay.
John Stones, Kyle Walker, Cole Palmer, Ollie Watkins,
Rodri,
Rodri, Man City. But I'm saying EPO players, no match for La Liga stars. That's what I'm saying. We saw that on display, and who won? I don't want to hear the chatter anymore, bro. I don't want to hear the chatter anymore, bro.
the La Liga All-Stars didn't play the Premier League All-Stars, bro. Come on.
This is pretty much the Premier League
Pretty
All-Stars.
much, but it's not. Look at Spain's number one. Who was player of the damn tournament, mate? And tell me where he played.
What do you mean? For who?
For a player of the tournament for Spain.
Dani Carvajal, Real Madrid?
No, he wasn't player of the tournament.
To me, he was player of the tournament, 100%. Who?
Rodri.
Who are you going to give it to? Rodri?
Yes, he won it.
He's up there.
And Yamal won Young
He's
Player
up
of the
there. Rodri's up there. He plays for City. He's up there.
He's up there exactly. He plays in the Prem. So why is he the Prem player playing against the Prem All Stars? I don't get it.
And then Prem All-Stars best player. Where does he play? La Liga, Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham.
H. Stop
You
reaching.
brought this up, mate.
Just
You-
stop
Look.
reaching.
Look, I'm done with the topic.
Finally, bro. Finally, good shit.
I'm done with the topic, but I'm gonna end it on this. I'm ending on this. The La Liga versus EPO debate. I'm bringing it back. I know it kind of died down a little bit. I'm bringing it back.
My
up.
question is, why is this like news? You always talk about Madrid fighting the
No,
EPL.
but I rightfully so conceded recently. I was like, you know what, EPO is the best league right now.
So
Honestly,
you're
it
going
is.
back. You're saying, you know what?
After Spain clearly showed Europe who has the best players. They are
Oh
Spanish.
my god.
They are Spanish. Oyarzabal.
So you're saying so
Morata.
you're saying they won because they have the best
Dani
players and
Olmo.
not because they are the best team.
They have the best players right now in Europe. But all right, guys, we do got to get out of here, mate. We talked about Euros, Copa America, and just everything up and down.
And for
Austin
some
FC.
unknown reason, we talked about Madrid too.
Oh,
I mean,
tomorrow.
No, there is
Tom-
the reason is
tomorrow,
known.
eh?
Oh
It's
yeah,
right
okay,
here.
yeah,
Pretty
that's
much.
fair. That's
Go
fair.
ahead.
Big day tomorrow for Madrid.
Mbappe presentation.
Mbappe presentation.
Ah.
It's gonna be live on TV.
How many
Y'all
people
wanna
show
catch
up? you
it.
think?
It's at 5 in the morning.
5 in the
Central-
morning here?
Here at 5 in the morning here.
80K?
That means I gotta be out by 4.
Yeah. Ociel was talking about it. He said it was gonna be at 5 in the morning
That's crazy.
or 5:30
Sold out.
or something like that. Sold out.
Sold out.
Wow.
Bernabeu.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's gonna be the same.
man.
Did Cristiano sell out the
Yeah.
Bernabeu?
But yeah, sold
Damn,
out.
so it's gonna be similar to when Ronaldo was presented. And the thing that I find funny is we all hated this guy a couple months ago.
Who?
Real Madrid fans.
Oh yeah.
Mbappe, this and that.
You're gonna love him.
And now sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out the stadium.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does. But all right, guys, we'll get out of here. Shout out to everybody that made it to the end of the pod. We'll be back with more midweek. See if we get together, shoot a Patreon pod, and we'll review the Dallas game and preview the Charlotte game. And, of course, touch up on everything that happens from here and then. So, see you later. Have a good day. Have a good week. And we'll see you soon.